Night turned cold, and the stars look down, and you hug yourself on the cold, cold ground. You wake the morning in a stranger's cold. No one would just see. You ask yourself, who'd watch for me, my only friend? Who could it be? It's hard to say it, I hate to say it, but it's probably me. When your belly is empty, the hunger's so real, you're too proud to beg, you're too dumb to steal. You search the city for your only friend. No one would just see. You ask yourself, who could it be? A solitary voice speaking out, set me free. I hate to say it, I hate to say it, but it's probably me. You're not the easiest person I ever got to know, but it's hard for us both to let our feelings show. Some would say I should let you go your way. You only make me cry. But if there's one guy, just one guy, who would lay down his life for you and I had to say it, it's hard to say it, but it's probably me.
This is my favorite part right here. Never gets old. Love it. Okay, just give me a moment, guys.
When the world's gone crazy, it makes no sense. There's only one voice that comes to your defense. The jury is out, and your eyes search the room. The only friendly face is all you need to see. Oh, if there's just one guy who would lay down his life for you and I. It's hard to say it. It's hard to say it.
It's probably me. Man, I love that song. That's some beautiful music right there, boy. Let me tell you, at the risk of sounding like an old fuddy-duddy, you know what an old fuddy-duddy is? You know, one of these people that steps up and says, oh, they don't make music like that no more. They don't make music like they used to. At the risk of sounding like that, allow me, please, to take this opportunity to tell you that they don't make music like that anymore. I mean, that's music right there. Hey, everybody, thank you so much for joining me for a few moments. I haven't been live in a while. Usually, here's the thing, guys. The rule is you don't go live for the sake of going live. You go live when you have something to say or something substantive to add to the conversation. You can't just jump on anytime you feel like, okay? So sometimes, you know, you don't always jump on live. Of course, there are certain people that have something to say every single day, and they're fine to do that. And there are people out there that are stellar at coming on and doing live broadcasts every single day, and they're fine to do that. You know, as long as you have something to say. It's no good when you jump on for the sake of jumping on and you're really not saying anything. You're just going around in circles. Okay. So I don't come to you every single day, but when I do come to you, to a degree, I feel like I have something to say. Before we begin, a few shout outs to many of you. And again, this is one of my favorite parts of the broadcast, is to throw out some shout outs to you guys out there. Let me begin by saying hello to Jillian Esther John. Jillian says, good afternoon. A very good afternoon to you. I don't know where you are, but it's almost evening time here. It's a little after 5 o'clock in the evening, 17 hours, as we say here in Zambia. And I'll say hi to someone else here. Kelly Mulomo. Boss Mwewa. Tell us about Ino. Well, I'm just going to give you my 2 cents worth. There's certain things, and many of you know, you that follow this broadcast on a regular basis, you know my thoughts, you know my feelings on this issue, this topic. Let us begin. As many of you know, we've heard in the last several hours that one innocent Kalimanshi, the man that calls himself the commander of the Americans, and for a long time we condemned that group because let me give you a backstory. Some of you remember this. Do you know who Elizabeth Peary is? You that are watching me by television or this live broadcast. There's a lady in Kanyama. She's the MP for Kanyama under the Patriotic Front. Her name is Elizabeth Peary. Well, late last year, she came under fire for condemning innocent Kalimanshi and his group for flying the American flag. I'll never forget it. It was like it happened yesterday. She was holding a rally in Kanyama constituency, which is a stone throw away from where I'm sitting right now. Kanyama, a highly populated area. Many young people live there. Densely populated area. She was holding a rally there, and one of the things that she brought out, one of the points that she made, and very strongly so, was that she said to these young people gathered, she said, any one of you that fly the American flag, you do so at the expense of flying your own flag. We love the Americans, the real Americans. We love America. I love America. I love it. But I never fly the American flag. You know why? Because I'm not an American citizen. The flag that I fly is the Zambian flag. The flag that I fly is the flag that I pay. My allegiance is to the Zambian flag. My dedication, my passion is for the Zambian flag. Why? Obviously, it's because I'm a Zambian and I love my country. Love it. And I proudly fly our flag. So, while Elizabeth Peary was telling this huge group of people, this was late last year in Kanyama, you that fly the American flag, don't do that. Fly the Zambian flag because you're Zambian, and be proud of the fact that you're Zambian. Oh boy, I tell you what, there were people that called Elizabeth Peary and rained on her and told her, how can you say that? And she said, well, what's wrong with that? I'm one of the people that phoned her up and I congratulated her. And I said, well, Elizabeth Peary, thank you so much for being a patriot. Thank you for loving this nation. Thank you for putting Zambia first. thank you for trying to inculcate a sense of patriotism in our youth. Thank you for that, I told her. What is wrong with that? Why wouldn't I do that? Here it is. You've got a group of guys that call themselves the Americans, who really, underneath it all, they're just a militia. It's just a bunch of criminals and crooks that come together, and they hide under the banner of the Patriotic Front. And they scream the loudest. They stand on the highest mountaintop, and they declare their allegiance and their dedication to a party that they know nothing about. If I were to sit down with Innocent and his band of vagabonds, his band of crooks, his band of militia, and I asked them, delineate, tell me now, what are the tenets of the Patriotic Front? Oh boy, they wouldn't even know where to begin. They wouldn't even know how to put two fingers together. They would literally fall all over themselves in an effort or in an attempt to explain what the tenets of the Patriotic Front are. They know nothing about that. All they know is criminality. All they know is a sense of rebellion against authority. All they know is running around Lusaka and other parts of the country acting crazy and running amok. That's all they know. All they know is how to break the law. And then they're going to come up to you and say, and they're going to wear the green regalia. And they're going to sing and dance and talk about how they are loyal to the party. They are not loyal to anything but themselves. Self-aggrandizement, self-serving vagabonds is what they are. I've been saying it. We've been saying it. We've been saying this for a long time. What, you think these guys are loyalists? They're not loyalists. They are opportunists. Kalimanshi and his band of militia are no different from those South Africans in KwaZulu-Natal or Gauteng that were running around robbing and looting, all in the name of Jacob Zuma. But underneath all of that, there was no sense of love for country. Half of those guys in KwaZulu-Natal don't even know why Jacob Zuma has been sent to prison. All they know is, no, Zuma. Same thing. Innocent Kalimanshi and his group of militia, you think they know anything about democracy? You think they know one iota, one smidgen of the Patriotic Front's manifesto? They couldn't even put 2 pages together. And these are the same people that are going to come up to you and tell you how loyal they are. Ichipani. Nemisepera. Ichipani. They say a whole lot, but they don't make any sense whatsoever. I want that to sink in for a moment. They say so much, but they make hardly any sense. And here it is, Kalimanshi has been arrested by the DEC, the Drug Enforcement Commission is what it is. I'll get it right in a moment. For possessing high-grade cannabis. Guys, anytime you see these kadas, we're getting to a place now, and I've often warned about this. We're getting to a place now, it's a dangerous country we're living in when you give access to kadas, when you give kadas access to money, drugs, and guns. Oh, that's such a dangerous combination. That's a powder keg waiting to blow up. Let me say that again because I think that's important. Anytime you give these three elements to kadas, money, guns, what was the third one? Money, money, guns, and drugs. These three elements are wrapped around each other. And then add to that the false sense of hiding under the ruling party, because really that's what they do. You know what these guys do? The reason they align themselves with the ruling party, one reason alone, and I'll throw it up here for you so that you see it: to curry favor. Not carry. This word here is curry. It's not carry as in huimia. I don't mean carry as in putting something on your back and walking with it. No, no, no. Curry. To curry favor means to get in good with the right people. You know, the word curry comes from, you know how you brush a horse's back, you know, with a nice brush. You know, the horse feels good when you're brushing its back. You know, you brush its mane. You're currying. And these guys, they do what they do because they want to curry favor with the powers that be. It's never about conviction. It's all about what they can get from the system, how they can milk the system. And so when they curry favor, okay, when they curry favor, when they say, when they come on Facebook and they say, they're currying favor. It's a form of manipulation. The same guys who say this about the ruling party, if things were to change, the same guys would be saying this, would be singing the song, the same songs of praises for the other group. No principle. It's all about their belly, their well-being. So the reason innocent Kalimanshi and his group pretend to be real greens is because they want to curry favor. And they use their connections to commit all kinds of crimes. Guns, drugs, extortion, manipulation. It's a syndicate. And they shroud it in party loyalism. They shroud it in party loyalism. But we see through all that. So DC, if indeed he is guilty, which I wouldn't doubt that he is, because his profile tells me that he is. But if they have the hard evidence, take him to court. Take him to court and rid him of any access to normalcy, because he doesn't belong with the rest of society. I've been saying it for a long time. Those guys are troublemakers. And the sooner we realize that, the better off we are. Come on, guys. Goodness. All right. I've been speaking for 19 minutes, 20 minutes. It's actually 15 minutes if you take into account the song. Okay. Yeah. It's really sad. Well, hey, that's what I wanted to share with you. Thank you so much for listening. God bless. Take care of yourselves and each other. Peace.